Thank everybody for being here so bright-eyed and early for failure analysis. It seems to be past 3 years we've started at 8 a.m. and that seems to work for us. Anyway, I'd like to welcome you to the failure analysis session. You're in the right place. Just spend a couple of minutes talking a little bit about our selection process. Much like all the other areas, failure analysis gets a number of papers submitted to IRPS, and then we go through a review of those. This year in particular, papers that were FA or FA related, we had about 67. A number of those ended up going to other committees, so they weren't all failure analysis. In the end, though, we ended up accepting for platform presentations about 35% of those. So we have a really good group of FA papers for you this morning. On the slide now, I have the committee that reviewed them. These are people from various aspects of failure analysis. Myself from Sandia National Labs. I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ed Cole. I'll be your session chair. Ludwig Balk from the University of Wuppertal. Chris Henderson, Semitrax. Manny Ma from Micron. Philippe Perdue, who gave an excellent year in review on failure analysis, if you were able to catch that on Monday, from CNES, a French space agency. Jacob Pong from the National University of Singapore, and Christine Ta from Cambridge Silicon Radio. I would like to thank all of these people for many hours in reviewing papers, email discussions, and their rating of papers that we saw. So what we have for you this morning is actually a fairly varied background on multiple failure analysis subjects. We do have an invited paper to kick off that will be talking about X-ray computed tomography applications. Some really neat work going on, basically finding failures that you just couldn't see other ways. In addition to that, we'll have a paper on dark current spectroscopy, and this is going to be used for very high resolution contaminant monitoring. If you know some of the things going on in memory, the electrical fuse is becoming a very popular item in multiple applications. Nice paper on doing failure analysis on it, looking for electromigration properties in its high temperature response. Also have a paper on energy dispersive photon emission microscopy, using that as a way of detecting failure. And the final paper of the session is a way to mitigate focused ion beam damage, or if you will, explosion of the vias during sample prep, and how to get around that so you can get a good fib cross-section. I would also at least like to point out to you that in addition to the platform papers we have this morning, we're also having a poster session tonight, and there are 5 excellent FA posters there on multiple techniques and some interesting case histories. So I encourage you to take a chance to go look at those tonight.